it is. And we're back. Hey, Marty.
What's up,
You want a
Slim?
beer? Oh, you want that one?
No, I want
Switch
the other
her.
one. Yeah. I want the
Welcome
man's
back
beer.
to the Dope City broadcast episode.
I think it's 18.
All right, Crystalia, check us out.
Oh, man.
Wait.
What is that supposed
It's
to mean?
consensual. Everybody check us out, man. We're good.
But he starts watching the episodes after they're 18.
Right, he hasn't seen one yet.
Correct. Allegedly.
If he has, he hasn't told nobody about it. All right, we are here. We're in
That poor guy.
Melrose Studios.
We're back at it, baby. Like a crack addict.
Confines.
That made no sense.
What?
He's not interested in the podcast now.
Right.
Oh.
Totally interested before.
No.
No,
He's-
we think he's innocent.
I'm on his side.
You're bad.
I'm on his side, bro.
This is now he's watching because
Yeah.
it's 18 finally.
Yeah, he could finally
He's been texting me. He's like, "When's your podcast at 18? I want to start
He's
watching."
holding out.
I've heard it's
I
real
kept
good.
saying, "Hey, check us out." We're
I
on
can't.
16. He's like, "I want to so bad,
but
so bad."
I gotta wait till it's 18.
But I gotta get a VPN or some shit.
I think he's innocent personally. You're the bad guy thinking he did it.
Oh, no. I mean, the crazy thing is that he's
I don't even know what he did or didn't do. I think we talked about this already. I don't want to get back into it.
Did we?
but
No, we talked about it with Ari.
It never ends.
Yeah, maybe,
There'll be
yeah.
another one next week.
Yeah.
He did. Well, you know who else? Well, I guess we'll get right into it. Who else is in trouble? We'll go a little out of order here, but Ellen. I never thought I'd see the day that Ellen DeGeneres is in hot water.
They're finally coming down.
They're
on-
mad
on
at her,
the
and I don't
champion.
really know what she did.
All right, here's the thing.
Toxic.
Ellen's in trouble for being mean. And they threw the racist in there. I don't know if she said it was racist, but she was mean on her set. She runs and her name's on the show.
So,
I have a problem with that.
but other people said that there was like sexual abuse, not by
Ellen
her.
was sexually
I don't
abusing
think
people?
she was like knuckle banging anyone, but I think like someone on one of the higher up executives
of the show was sexually abusing people.
misconduct.
What's that have to do with Ellen?
Sexual misconduct. I don't know if I could look it up, but that's what I heard. I heard there's some of that, and then I heard she's mean. You can't look at her in the eyes while she's jerking off or something like that. I don't know. What is that?
She's
Like,
got a show to put on, man.
They
Why
said-
do you got to bother her? Let her do her show. She's got to be funny as hell for what?
I
60
just didn't-
minutes. She's got to do a dance. She's got to come up with a dance every day.
I just didn't think they'd come after Ellen, man. I always liked Ellen.
Oh, you didn't think they'd come? They're coming after everyone.
I know. Jimmy Fallon's gone.
Kimmel.
Kimmel's gone.
So,
Ellen's gone.
good news, Ellen. You get to go on vacation. That's all you got to do now. Just go on vacation for a couple weeks.
Everyone should just go to subscription-based platforms.
Yeah. You don't want to watch
Whoever
me?
likes it.
Don't pay for me.
Yeah. If you like this,
Oh, she's on
Subscribe to
major
this.
network, though, isn't she?
Hmm?
Ellen, she's like on some major network.
uh,
I mean,
Yeah.
she's on every.
yeah.
every
I mean,
TV.
she's Ellen, dude.
Yeah.
She's that's what I'm saying. She is like beloved,
Yeah.
and now she's in
But not by
trouble.
her cast.
But she's in trouble because what? She was like hard to work for. That's
Yeah.
what mainly the
Yeah.
complaint
Oh,
was.
she was a boss?
She's like, don't look. Well, people.
know?
I heard a big one was like, she's like, if you talk to her, you can't look her in the eyes. That wouldn't bother me that much.
I'd just be staring at those sweet, sweet titties the whole time.
I just wouldn't care. I'd be like, yeah, okay. I'd look at the floor and they'd be like, is today payday? Can I get the paycheck?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get out of here.
Just do your job.
Fucking who cares?
I don't know. Do you think a boss on a show like that has to be nice? I don't, man. I don't know. I mean, she shouldn't be out of control rude, but
I don't think. I don't know, man. Now you gotta. I mean, are you really gonna go after every single boss in America now that's an asshole? Like, I worked in the car business for years, and they would just scream in your face. They'd call you a pussy.
yeah.
I told my boss one time, I'm like, the guy doesn't want to buy it. He's like, do I have to go close the deal for you? I'm like, you can go try. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go close the deal. Then I'll go home and I'll fuck your girlfriend for you. All right?
No, you
That
did
was-
not.
Bro, yeah, right to my face. I was like, wow, that's a big step. He's like, no, you little pussy, you can't close the deal. I'll close this deal, and then I'll go bang your girlfriend.
That's probably Ellen's same line.
Yeah, and then he went in there and he sold the car.
He's he really gave it to the girlfriend too.
No, thank God he was only joking about that part. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, no, he, dude, it was. But they'd call you a pussy, they'd call you a bitch, a faggot, whatever.
Yeah.
Right here, and this is before these
And that's
words
just
were
car
bad.
sales.
Yeah,
And weren't you selling like fucking Hyundais or something?
Kias, man.
Kias.
Kias.
you couldn't
Those
sell
low
You couldn't sell a
stress-
$4,000 car.
The stakes couldn't be lower, and they were fucking hot headed. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's just a car sales job.
Yeah.
You ever work like an office job? People are assholes.
Yeah. So Ellen's the boss, and she was mean to people. I've been hearing this a long time though. Like a lot
But
of
then
people.
quit, right?
If you work there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
how long
kinda.
is?
I mean,
They said it's been going on for a long
a
time.
lot.
right?
I've been hearing
Yeah.
it for a long time, and I don't
know.
too many
Okay.
people that know her that well.
But nobody quit,
Nah.
right?
You're not giving up that cush job. Oh, because you can't look her in the eyes? Fine.
Yeah.
Care?
I don't even like eye contact. I think
Yeah,
I'm on the
yeah.
spectrum in that sense. I just like to look to even like CJ now making eye contact. It freaked me out. I don't even like that. I don't know. Actually, from now on in this podcast, nobody make eye contact with me.
She pulled the great one on the apology though.
What?
She wanted to
thanks.
thank everybody for bringing it to her attention and holding her
thank you
accountable.
So
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
I'm
thank
so
you,
glad
thank
that
you.
these accusations have come to light. Now we can address them and move on.
Yeah, I remember. You know what? Say what you want about.
Also, they haven't been in the studio for 4 months, 5 months. It's like,
Say what you want about Donald Trump. At least he doesn't own anything. He's
No.
old. He's old school. Like that's not true. It's fake news. It's fucking bullshit.
never even been to the studio.
Yeah. What? Everyone knows I love to look people in the eyes. It's my favorite thing. Look you right in the eyes.
That's the move now. When you get accused of something, just say, "Yeah, thank you."
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
just embrace it.
Wait,
lean
is
in.
that? Can you now do some real bad shit and then just say thanks so much for holding me accountable for that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because now you're congratulating the person that brought it up.
Thank you.
Like they saved us.
I guess that's really why people bring things up, right? They just want, like, do people really want Ellen to be taken down, or do they just want?
They want.
I guess you know what?
They want to be acknowleded for.
Also,
for bringing it up.
maybe not.
The guy with
because-
the Shane Gillis thing, he just wanted people to know that
Yeah.
he listened to a weird podcast.
But
one
this
day.
was brought up by her staffers, I think. So maybe it's
Oh,
a little
for sure.
different. So maybe they were like, "Hey, we've had enough."
Yeah.
She's spitting on our oatmeal. She's giving out Indian burns in the
Also,
break room.
it's a
Like,
daytime talk show. Like,
how bad can it be, right?
Come on, man.
You ever been to one of the filmings of those things? It's
Yeah.
pretty laid back.
Yeah, it's a pretty cush job.
Is someone throwing
It's a
candy
pretty
out and
cush
shit
job.
like that? Like,
Oh, she made you stop eating fucking catering by noon. Okay.
yeah. You know what? I mean, I bet you. Think about this. Some people like put roofs on buildings. Some
Yeah.
people have to like do
Also,
hard jobs.
She's
like,
in a TV studio. Like, how bad could she's not punching people?
right.
You know?
You know, it's filmed here in L.A. People are pretty soft out here, though.
Yeah.
Like
The same thing happened
People's
with
feelings are a big deal out here. I know that when I moved out here, it's just like whoa,
feelings. Bro, that's a
I remember-
West Coast thing, man.
growing up, like my parents,
Feelings.
like
You're sad at
specifically-
work.
but specifically tell me like nobody cares about your feelings. Your
I could-
opinions don't. I remember being like 12 and I'd be like, well, actually, I prefer. My dad would be like, you prefer? You have an opinion? Like you're fucking. You don't have an opinion. You're 12. Like shut the fuck up.
If
Like
we were on tour and he came to me and said he was sad about the way things are going, I would still be laughing. I mean, like, sad. You're upset.
people again.
Get in the van.
I told you guys that one story about how I got Me Too'd, and you guys had an aneurysm laughing at me.
Still the funniest thing you've ever told me.
Pretty good.
10 years of comedy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But now feelings matter. I feel like I don't know.
We're in the heart of it, though.
I
We're
guess-
in the heart of Feelingville.
Yeah, I remember distinctly my dad. The first time I ever saw him like really hard belly laugh was whenever
I love it. This is
was
going to be a good one.
Trying to
whenever
stand up for yourself or
Yeah.
something.
was whenever I said that's unfair about something.
Fair. It's not fair.
My dad's favorite line was "Life's unfair." He loved
It's
that
not
one.
fair.
Life's unfair.
It was like the most maniacal laugh. Of just like evil.
And it's so great. Usually
But
when a
that's
kid
not
says
fair.
something like that, it's like you only got 2 slices of pizza and everyone else got 3 slices of pizza. You know, it's not,
Yeah.
it's not like I had to work 52 hours.
I
this
couldn't.
week.
Yeah. Oh, there's no more red Play-Doh. Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to life.
But isn't that how you feel about some of these fucking 21-year-olds now? You know,
100%?
it's like
yeah.
it's not fair.
Not fair. Get your ass out there, man.
I don't know.
Well, it's like heightened everything, dude. Like, I don't know much about the Brian Callen thing, but bro, it's
I
like
saw that today. What happened?
I don't
He's in
know.
hot water too.
I don't know, man. It's just kind of like.
Can I be the
don't
first
know.
to say I think it's great?
I'm gonna
Get
read
all these comics
sure.
out of there. There's
Yeah.
too many. They're all
Every
working,
single
taking
comic.
up all these fuck.
it. Is it going to hang around till every comic
Dude.
has been fired?
I'm keeping my fucking nose clean.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna outlast all these because
Sleep in your car. Don't say hi to
They
anybody.
can't help it. These guys just want to fucking get creepy.
They
They
just
can't.
want to fuck.
Yeah, they can't help it. Me, I got no.
Yeah.
I have no.
Yeah.
I don't have that in me anymore.
No.
I've been like, what is that? I'm like a eunuch,
Snipped.
basically.
Yeah, you're a
I don't give
eunuch.
a fuck. What do you
Yeah.
Sex?
Ugh.
Ugh. It's like a chore. It's like something to do at this point. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
People's juices everywhere. And
See, you got a lot when you were young. That's the problem with a lot of these comics.
I'm over it.
Like, they
31 years old. I'm already
They
done.
didn't have that stage. You
I don't know, man. I think some of them get addicted to it, dude. Chris D'Elia definitely probably
Fucking?
had. I think Chris D'Elia had stages. I think Brian Callen did too. I think Brian Callen's been fucking chicks for
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
But like
he's-
they're just addicted to it. They like it's like sex.
Here-
But like Chris D'Elia's case, he wasn't addicted to anything but sex.
Right. And Brian Callen, I mean, he lives a pretty clean life too. And listen,
I don't know
by the
anything
way,
about any of these
I know
guys.
nothing.
so
I was gonna say
anything I say is just I don't.
I know he's not. I know Callan's not a big like drug guy, booze guy. I'm not saying maybe he doesn't dabble. Maybe he'll drink a little bit or smoke some pot. I don't know. I don't really know the guy, but he's a pretty likable, handsome, well-off dude who's still single. Like that just means I'm not saying he's a creep, but that means he's a pussy hound, right? Like he's
Every time I see him at the Comedy Store, differently.
He's and that's fine. It doesn't necessarily
nothing wrong with it.
make
I
him
like this
guilty
guy.
of anything. I don't know what the allegations really were, what he did.
It's
but
been a
I
rough.
don't know either.
It's been a rough COVID for him though. He got it. He was one of the
He
only
did.
guys that went on tour.
him and Schaub got
Canceled it for all of us because we were going to go to Texas, and
Yeah.
they got that.
But
fucking
it's
shut
like
down.
it's just like weird to get taken down because of like screenshots and like something some
So what did
girl
he
said
do?
on Twitter. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
are they
their whole
accusing him of? Because I saw one thing that said Brian Callen gets accused of rape.
I read a little bit of
Like, that's
it.
a
Was,
full-blown
it was
crime.
straight up.
It's
rape.
like what?
It was a straight up rape accusation.
Because I'm like, that's a full crime, dude. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like is
Lock
he
him
just
up.
Yeah.
is he just like not texting chicks back or something? Because that's another thing too. Like with D'Elia, some of it was I think
Focus on him. I got.
I'm just saying, but more so than even like the underage stuff, because like he even said like, "Oh, you're 17, I'll stop." Like people were just upset that he's just like, "Oh, look, he's just using women for sex." Like you can't.
Unless they're cooking.
You can morally disagree, but that's like, but that's okay. That's what he does.
I got plenty of
And
buddies.
if another adult, like the 21-year-old girl, didn't like. She was like, "Oh, I was in his lobby of his hotel, and I was like, come meet me down here." He's like, "No, why didn't you come up here?" And she's like, "He just assumed I'd fuck him." I'm like, all right, well, then just like, I don't know, don't be his fan anymore. But like, there's a difference between like not liking the guy and then a crime. Like they're accusing, or at least listen, I don't know what they're doing, but I thought I saw a headline that said
You want to
Brian Callen rape allegation. I'm like, that's a fucking crime.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so
Like-
hard to follow it too because
Like,
it's
you
like
gotta be sure of that before you just throw that around. Like
I don't even know where the like I tried to look into it and it's like there's no I mean it's like tweets. It's like
Right.
you can't. It's like there's where
You talking about Callen or D'Elia?
yeah, Callen,
Callen.
and it's like it's like I tried to find like evidence or like someone like.
Well, that's our
kind of
attention span
report,
right now.
nothing.
If it's just a headline or just
Yeah.
the first line of an article, that's all. Okay, I know everything about it.
Yep.
He's a rapist and
Yeah.
he beat up a bunch of orphans. I don't know.
And again, like I don't know. I think the guy's definitely into chicks, but I don't know if he's.
He's definitely in the chick.
Sure,
chicks,
sure,
man.
sure. I mean, but I think
He
that's
was in The Hangover.
I think it's hobby. Like some guys go golfing, he likes to go fuck, and that's fine. But I don't like. I'm gonna try to take. And again, take him down. I don't give a fuck. I just see
Well, the thing
weekends
is now-
opening up, dude.
Well, the thing is now you're accountable. Now you got to be held accountable, just for everybody. Like you can't get away with fucking shitty behavior anymore,
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
and that's cool.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I don't know what he
I don't
did,
do
but-
anything, bro.
Yeah,
I just watch TV,
I know,
do some comedy,
bro. Our apartment.
Go on some
I
hikes.
lost it today.
Yeah,
man.
I cook a
lost it.
lot.
I
I'm
fucking
not doing
lost
anything
it.
bad anymore.
Yeah, you guys feel like y'all are in like a little tiffy.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man.
Whenever y'all walked up, I was like, these dudes are off today. Like you seem on edge.
We've
Both
been-
of you seem on edge.
we spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, it's
you know,
just,
I'm
like,
always
locked
around
up,
this
man.
guy, and he's
Like we,
always saying racist things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like enough already with the racist.
I'm
sexist
trying to
stuff,
impress you, man. I thought that's
Yeah.
what you like. No, it's
Well,
like we live together, and this whole thing hit at such a terrible time in our career. Like everything was just starting to go so good.
Yeah, things
Like
are-
we got this dope apartment right in Hollywood. And I was saying today, like literally, like the last day we had freedom, we had 15 bottles of champagne at our apartment. You were there, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
We
champagne
had
and chicken,
fucking
baby.
15 bottles of champagne, cases of chicken, 20 comics hanging out.
Ice cream.
You know, we're ice cream.
Yeah,
Like-
CJ,
like-
I forgot about that.
That's how our life should be. I should wake up with fucking random panties and bras and the thing, Motorhead blaring, and now we're just
We don't listen to enough Lemmy, considering we're that close to the Rainbow.
now it's like our apartment is there's no one over. There's new ferns hanging from the ceiling every day. His girl's making soup.
We made
It's
a white
like,
we made a white chicken chili
This
today.
is
It's
not where I want to
fantastic.
be, man.
Yeah, white
I
chicken
wanna
chili.
be debaucherous a little bit, you know. And it's like,
Oh, all right,
There's
Freddie
nothing
Mercury.
going on.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah, it is kind of wild. Like, it's so many people I talk to, it seems like a story for so many people too. Like everyone's life was right about to get something
Yeah.
really good, and then just fuck.
and now it's just like,
Well, we tried, man.
It's like the same
you
old
know what it
shit.
is now. You gotta create little slices. Like you got
There it
away
is.
for that weekend. We got away.
Yeah.
This last weekend went to Big Bear.
Yep.
Tim had a fun time. Oh shit, yeah, you had a good time in Big Bear.
we went to the mountains. We got some mountain air. Yeah. Oh no, have we talked?
Got some mountain trip.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the trip. I saw
Okay.
some pictures.
Good trip.
We
All right, well-
hiked, we kayaked, but most importantly, so all right, so we get there, we go to Big Bear, we get a cabin, And God, the air up there, it just give you a boner right away. Like you
Clean,
take in a breath,
Clean.
and
Fresh air,
you're rock
man.
hard. It's pure, it's nice. Just fucking, you hear birds and a little squirrel smiling at you, and it's beautiful up there, dude. Like
And that's
So-
only when you're on acid,
Yeah.
though.
that's before the acid. That's even before. But
All
it's
right, so-
gorgeous, you know. And we're
yeah.
like, oh, let's go out and get away.
Yeah.
But
And then Matt had the great idea.
No.
So I've never done any drugs before.
Oh shit.
Never. I've
he's
never
even
smoked weed.
smoked
Oh,
weed.
shit.
Isn't
No,
that
I've
weird?
never done any drugs, and we're up in the mountains, and Matt's like, now's a good time. Well, we had kind of talked about it a little bit. We talked about taking acid in the mountains, and at this point, man, I don't care, man.
Your first drug was acid.
Yeah.
right in.
So we're on the mountains, and
Just,
so I
just
I did.
got
So they-
thrown right into the deep
so
end,
yeah, I
baby.
just jumped in. Man,
Well,
head
he was
first.
like,
I
because
took
he
some
always
acid.
told me, he was like,
And let me tell you this, kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
But if you can do acid,
it's pretty good.
dude, it's really good.
So Tim's never
It's
done.
really good, man.
He's never done any drugs, and he always told me, he goes, the one I think I would try, the one I think I would like would be acid.
Yeah,
You know.
expand the mind,
And they don't call me psychedelic Bellak for nothing. So I'm like, bro, let's
Psychedelic
go.
Bellak.
let's go to the fucking woods and let's talk to trees, baby. Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
if you're
So-
gonna do it, do it in the middle of a pandemic. Go to the mountains. Take a little
so
bit
let's
of fucking
get
acid.
So let's walk through. Let's get your review. All right. So you drop it. We're on the middle of a hike.
yeah, we go on a
I'll
hike.
set the setting here. We're on a hike, and as far as
It's
you can
one of the
see,
most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life.
brings
I mean,
it brings a tear to your eye just looking at
really.
the view, man.
like stone cold sober. You just look and you're like, oh my god, it will stop you in your tracks. It's so beautiful up there. And so we're halfway through the we kind of got a late start on it, but
late jump.
we got a little late jump. And I took a half a tab because I'm fucking
No,
softy.
good. That's good. Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah,
his feet.
I
Let's
went
get his
full
feet
in.
wet. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I
with
took
that?
a half tab. Like an hour later, I felt good, but not like high.
Okay.
And again, I've never been high, so it's hard for me to kind of express.
Yeah.
So
It's so funny 'cause he's only been drunk before. So
Yeah.
when it first started to come on, I'm like, "How do you feel?" He's like, "I don't know, drunk." And I'm like, "No,
no,
you don't feel. You don't."
but I felt
Shouldn't.
good. I felt
Yeah.
good. So then I took the other half, and then it started
It
feeling.
took about 45
really
minutes
good.
after that other half, where you really started to. It seems like you really started to feel it.
I started feeling it.
You were
yeah.
giggling a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I didn't expect. I did get the giggles. A
Dude,
little.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
laughs
yeah.
are so
Dude, we were.
crazy.
Yeah,
like the
he-
acid smirk, you know? You're just
yeah.
Dude, I remember the first time I did acid was at Voodoo Fest. Was
Ooh.
in New Orleans,
like,
dude.
that-
What year?
That's crazy.
And it was, I know it, dude. It was such a long weekend. I did ecstasy the night before and didn't go to sleep till 3 a.m,
Oh,
and
boy.
then did acid at 10 in the morning and the next day.
Damn.
But dude, it hit me whenever this guy was playing this Jimi Hendrix cover on stage, and dude, it fucking threw me. Like I just immediately felt like just thrown into heaven. I mean, just it's like so pleasing.
It's pretty
I mean,
powerful.
I felt so good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like super high. I didn't
No.
feel super out of it. And that was the other thing. Like I knew like where reality was
Yeah.
and where I was.
Were
And
you
I
nerv-
wasn't like in reality, but I could kind of maintain myself. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
wasn't so out of when you're drunk and you're really fucked up drunk, you have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? But I didn't feel out of control. I was never scared. I didn't have
Really?
any kind of bad trip
Any
at all.
paranoia?
No, and the funniest thing, we had a fireplace in the cabin.
Ooh.
So we were fucking burning this beautiful fire all night long, but we're trying to get it lit, and we're in the mountains, so it's pine trees everywhere. So we would get kindling from outside. We would
Yeah.
go grab the little pine needles,
Dry pine needles.
Yeah.
Dude.
and that would go up instantaneous.
Yeah.
So I go outside to grab some pine needles, and I reach down, and it's all these little pine needles. It was all snakes. It was just I go to reach down, and all I saw was just a handful of snakes. It was just pine needles.
Yeah.
While my
He
brain
comes
hurt.
walking back in the cabin. He's got a handful of the kindling. He's like, just so you know, if you go to get the pine needles, they're snakes now.
It's all snakes.
Like,
But-
what?
Which sounds scary as hell, but they weren't scary. They were like silly snakes. Like they were laughing at me and
Yeah.
smiling and shit.
Wow.
Goofy
Like, all right,
snakes.
cool.
Which,
And I knew it wasn't really snakes.
Yeah. Of course.
And then I started getting the tracer.
the
like I would put my
trails.
hand,
Yeah. When you move
and
your
Oh,
hands.
yeah.
It would drag. And then it got dark. When it was dark, and it's so clear, you see every star.
When you're up there, the the sky is insane.
Yeah.
It's probably
yeah.
when you were at that. What was the place? The
Idlewild.
Idlewild.
Yeah.
How was acid in the sky? Like when you were looking up at the sky? Was
Oh, all the stars were spiraling.
so wicked.
All the stars
That's
were,
pretty
were
cool.
just were just,
Wow.
but not in like a aggressive, violent way. They're just kind of like spinning,
Yeah,
No, happy welcome.
you know.
anyway.
And I could see like the colors in the stars.
yeah.
You know, like they were red and green and blue.
Since you are psychedelic Bellak, do you think as far like it's probably best that he did acid first instead of shrooms?
Well, in my experience, you know, and like you can take a whole shitload of acid, but somebody taking like one tab of acid, I feel like is typically going to be a little more mild than shrooms, but last longer. Where shrooms, I feel like, can be a little more
Aggressive.
intense. You're a little more out of the driver's seat,
Yeah.
but it lasts a shorter amount of time. I noticed with mushrooms, I feel like it's a little more spiritual, I'd say. I feel a little
Okay.
more like connected to nature.
That's one thing that
it-
turned me off about the acid is like it's a piece of paper that someone's put chemicals on it. Like I don't
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
kind of a weird thing.
for sure.
Whereas a mushroom, it's totally natural.
Yeah, mushrooms seem a little more natural. So I mean, from what acid to me, yeah, it seems like a synthetic way to kind of emulate.
Yeah. But you know what's
psilocybin trip, but they're both fucking great.
I was blown away by how just naturally good it made me feel. I just felt like fine. I felt happy.
Pretty
and super chill, like mellow. Like it didn't feel like a strong drug.
what's a mind expander? It really makes you see things for kind of what they really are. So to say, that's a very generic statement, but like we were hanging like Elena. We're on a playground. We're swinging, and she just starts kind of like,
Don't say names.
oh yeah, someone I
We
know
don't
that
know
was
someone's
there.
working.
Starts kind of like whatever, feeling something, and then she's swinging. She goes, you know what? She goes, what's the point of even worrying about like anything? And just then she just goes, oh, and I'm like, what? And she goes, shooting star, and I'm like, yeah. And then she just is
And
like,
I'm like, all the stars are shooting stars.
Yeah.
Like, every star I saw was shooting.
but she's just like, you know what? The thing about that like psychedelic drugs is it makes you feel like in touch, like things are a sign. You're like,
Right.
because then she's like, yeah, she's like, just as I was asking, like, what's the point of worrying about anything? I see like the shooting star, like,
Oh.
means something about like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know, man. It's fun.
We wandered onto a playground, and we sat on the swings. And I've never seen Stranger Things. We just started watching that like last
Oh
week.
yeah.
And dude, I'm on the swing, like swinging pretty hard. And if you lean like all the way backwards, like that, you would totally be upside down looking at the trees. And I was like, oh, I'm in the upside down. I'm in the upside down, man.
It was definitely a fun time. I like psychedelics too because there's never like a big like hangover per se from it.
I didn't feel a hangover at all, but when I woke up the next day, I still felt a little out of it.
Yeah, mushrooms. I feel like the mushrooms takes a like it fades faster. Like mushrooms, like once mushrooms are over, they're fucking like over. Like
Oh, I thought they made you sick.
it's kind of like a poison technically. So like it can hurt your stomach. Like a lot of people who eat
Okay.
mushrooms, it's hard for your stomach to like break them down and digest them.
But that's the only way for you to that's the only
Shroom,
way to
yeah, but you
digest
can make
them,
like, if you make
Have
like,
you had
shroom tea, for example,
That sounds
it's a little easier on your stomach.
Yeah.
But not everyone pukes. If you eat like on an empty stomach, it's not as bad. But like if you puke on shrooms, it actually feels like puking doesn't feel that great. But like as soon as it's over, it feels
And
great
you're high. Yeah.
because you're just like there's like a big relief. Like it's out, it's over, and then you start to just like trip out and stuff. Everything looks cool.
Well, I waited all this time and did it. It was fine. It was good.
10 out of 10 stars.
I highly recommend it. Like
What's your Yelp
100%.
review out of 10?
5. Oh, 10?
No.
10. 10
Nice.
stars. It was perfect.
Yeah, Yelp's out of 5. You're right. So 5 out of 5. You heard it here first.
The only thing is I would have started it a little bit earlier
Of course. Yeah, we didn't take it till like 7 p.m.
because I think I went to sleep and I was still.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, we took it like 7
I think I went
p.m.
to sleep and I was.
I
Still
can
a
never
little bit
sleep. I can never go to sleep on psychedelics.
No. This acid, like I was up to like 6 in the morning.
high.
Yeah.
It took forever. But like with shrooms, it goes away a little easier. And the thing with psychs though is like if you smoke a little weed, like just when you think it's over, smoke a little bud,
I
and then you're
smoke any
like,
weed.
whoa, it's not over.
No.
It's right, yeah.
And then you know what
Yeah.
freaked me out though? Like I would kind of describe
Yeah.
some of it, and they're like, "Yeah, that's exactly what you feel." You know, like you don't know if you're hot or cold. I
Yeah.
said that, and
It's crazy how
it's like, yeah, and
people
then
do share a very similar experience with
Yeah.
psychedelics. You know, like
I did
Okay.
feel the thing with my chest a little bit.
breathing.
You know, like
My body feels heavy a lot when I
Yeah, my arms felt
when
heavy.
it first starts to come on.
Not
at
the whole
least, like,
time, but just from time
Yeah.
to time.
feel heavy.
Dude, and eating is so weird on shrooms.
Yeah.
Dude. Eating is
Eating
We
seems
ate, but
weird.
we had
Eating
just
seems
taken
weird.
it.
You ever
Oh,
eat, like-
we were on a shrooms.
like a piece of like a chicken or something like that.
Yes, dude. I ate a chicken leg. Dude.
Seems
I ate
weird.
a chicken leg. and
Off
I'm
the
like,
bone?
God. Yeah.
Oh, it's too weird.
Oh,
no,
dude,
no,
I
no.
was like, I felt like I was eating my face.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is so weird. Yeah.
It is odd, dude. Yeah, no, nothing on the bone.
We
like
ate-
that.
we ate
Ugh.
chicken- yeah,
It's
no.
too barbaric. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would eat like,
animal.
yeah, I eat
Really
like
sends you back.
Skittles or something. That's fun. That's playful. You know what I'm saying? But not something on a bone.
I barely drank. I don't think I maybe had one beer.
I had 2 beers. I typically don't like to drink when I'm doing
No.
it.
You don't desire it. You don't want. You're not hungry. You're not thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
Weird.
takes. It's
You're
too,
not
it's too cool. Now, where do we stand on some other drugs? What can we twist your arm to do here? What can we peer
I'm
pressure you into?
definitely gonna smoke. I'm definitely gonna smoke
Marijuana.
some
You try
marijuana.
mushrooms. Well, you kind of sort of try.
I took like a stem.
yeah.
There
But
was-
we'll
there was
get
something
you
there.
into mushrooms.
I
for
would do
real.
mushrooms for sure.
Well, mushrooms and acid very similar. You just might get a little tummy ache. Don't be a bitch.
I think I can handle it.
All right. How about let's get into the good stuff? Would you want to do cocaine?
No.
Do you want to do Molly?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Molly's amazing.
Eh.
And I never did a full thing.
See, here's the thing.
I
I
did
would
a little-
feel so silly doing Molly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 50 in a couple of months. It's like
Dude, it
that-
feels good.
now what is
Molly's
what-
cool. Here's the thing: you get Molly and like you go in like a hot tub or something. Maybe
Oh,
have someone like
dude.
rub your back or something. That's it's real nice.
I can be stone sober. Someone rubs my back. It feels
Molly
pretty good.
No.
with a lady.
You ever get like nails on your back when you're rolling on Molly? Or like
no.
I was in a hot. One of the coolest. I
I've
was
only
like
done it while at a rave.
I was like 17 when like first time I tried. Well, I hope my mom watches all these. This is
Acid's legal.
anyway. So this guy I know when he was
Is
like
it?
17,
Yeah, California.
acid.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Acid's legal in California.
It's absolutely
dude.
not. I don't care. I was more talking about the story I was going to tell right now about being 17. But so this guy I know who's 17, and he took some ecstasy, and he was sitting in this like hot tub, and it was insane. This guy,
He was rubbing your back.
this is me. No, but I was 17, and she's like sitting in a hot tub rolling. It's like the first time I tried it, and the sensation's insane. And then this chick I knew was like giving me like a back rub, and it just all was.
It was coming together.
It was just the best like 10 minutes of my life. I think it was pretty amazing. Like also like being 17 and trying. I don't know. I wonder if it affects you differently if you're 49. Like
it may
mentally,
not
like,
feel
if you-
different, but
No,
I
I'd feel the
just
same
the whole
probably, but-
experience. Like I
Bro,
don't know.
I had this girl that I was with at a rave. She
She
had
sounds
a whole.
I like this girl.
Oh, she was
Dirty.
Oh, wild. She had a whole pill like of Molly, and I just took a little fucking bite out of it, and it amazing.
Felt good, huh?
Felt so good.
But that has a bad, like hangover or downside, right?
Sure, the
Doesn't
come down.
I
mess
think
you
if
up?
you
Come
took a
down's-
whole thing,
come down's
yeah,
not good.
but I don't really think the hangover the next day if you take a bite. No,
It also has
really
like a
wasn't-
lasting effect too, doesn't it? You can only take like so much. Is Molly and ecstasy the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they only have so
I
much
think if
Like,
you're
it messes
taking
you
a
up.
fuck ton, yeah. If you're taking a lot, multiple pills.
That's also like a
every
chemical
weekend,
too, though, right?
It's
It's like a chemical drug.
Yeah.
MDMA.
Yeah. That kind of bums me
I
out.
mean, you just did LSD.
Yeah, I know.
It's just different letters.
What are you gonna?
THC, MDMA,
DMT.
LSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about doing MDMA for fucking
DMT.
people recovering PTSD.
Yeah. Now you should try DMT. That's pretty cool.
I've never done that.
That's like a
but I
real
wanna do
short
it.
high, though, right?
Mhm.
But
It's like
real
10
intense.
minutes.
I need to hook
I got a guy.
up that.
We'll talk when there's not microphones and cameras. Yeah. But yeah, no. You know what? Did you see the thing? Speaking of acid, because I was just gonna say, I think most people should try it. And then going.
Well, you know what's funny?
It's a good
like,
mind
we're-
expander.
We're so programmed, like with the whole drug thing. Like I said, I've never done it. It's not because of the DARE program or watching Reefer Madness when I was a kid. I just never got into. I just never wanted to be the guy taking a bunch of drugs. You know, I wanted to be in
I
kind of.
never thought I'd be that guy.
I remember the day. Hell, I remember the minute. The DARE
I was
program.
49 years old.
We were talking about that like right now. Like, could you imagine the DARE program today? Like, could you imagine trying to tell kids during a pandemic, "Hey, don't try any drugs"? I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck." If I was 18, I'd do every drug.
Yeah,
what's
I was
gonna happen?
18 and I did every drug and there was no pandemic. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying
There's
drugs.
a pandemic right now, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, don't do drugs."
What was
There's-
weird is that they were like pushing like I remember Dare. It was mostly like weed, alcohol, and I want to.
Those
Yeah,
the ones
everything that's legal.
Those are pretty accessible to kids.
Yeah, like I was. But,
Cigarettes,
but
probably.
like they weren't talking about fucking pharmaceutical drugs.
Right.
Like the shit that's like in your fucking mom's cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I hadn't done any drugs, but I had, had some pain pills before throughout the years.
Yeah, that's
You
not,
know,
I don't like
For like, I've
yeah.
done like Vicodin or Oxycontins or whatever the hell they were.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing I could kind of compare it to.
I'm not a big fan of those. I mean, I'm an old man now. I don't really do. I mean,
Don't
I
do
smoke weed
pain
and
pills,
drink,
yeah.
but like, yeah, like I don't party like I used to. But like, even when I was a young man, and like to go to fun raves and stuff, I never liked the pills, the downers. Just kind of like 'cause you're
Downers.
just like.
I don't know what that is. Yeah.
A downers like an opiate, you know, like those like the pills, like
Yeah.
your Vicodins or
Yeah.
your all those things you do. They're not they're not
15 years ago, I had a kidney stone.
they weren't as fun to me. But I think everyone should try psychedelics just because I think it like
For sure. You know what I'm bummed about? We didn't listen to music.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I wish we had.
Dude,
I
was
wish
at
we had a little bit.
festival, bro.
A little
I
bit.
remember this one guy performing, and I was like peaking pretty hard. Dude, it felt I was and like one of my buddies messaged me as it was happening. They were like, "How is it?" And I was like, "Dude, I feel like I'm coming the whole time."
Yeah.
Like it was like
Ejac City, bro.
Oh, by the way, one of the great things about Bear Mountain, was it Big Bear?
Big Bear.
I barely looked at my phone. Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, dude, I
first off, it
believe
doesn't work anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Of
throw
course.
that thing away.
Yeah.
Just leave it in the suitcase. You don't need it. I don't want to know a COVID number, death toll, whatever. You know?
nice.
looking at your phone on acid
Ooh,
fucks you.
it's
No,
weird. It
no.
moves around all
No,
fucking
I don't
Dude, you're
fragmented
just
and
like,
weird. Yeah.
"What?"
So
In fact,
uh,
I don't think I didn't look at my phone that whole day.
yeah, you don't need to. You don't need to. And that's the dude. It makes you appreciate nature. I think it has like a long-lasting effect on just like your. I mean,
I felt good
people
for a couple
experiment
days after.
for like depression
Definitely.
and like
Yeah.
anxiety and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like it just kind of puts things in perspective. Like
Yeah.
That's
Like,
why, like,
nothing really matters that much.
did you
Yeah.
see these people in Portland? They put acid on at like a
Yes.
police station.
Yes.
They like
I love
stapled
it.
it
Did
to
you see
like
this?
the. They put a
Just
bunch of
this-
acid in like a card, I guess, or something. I
Like
don't know.
this week, they put it like a little like a gold baggie, like what you get at the fucking weed store,
Right,
and it had acid in it,
they
and they put it on like 4 different police stations. Somehow they hung it on the door.
They hung
and the
it-
cops don't know who did it. It's like they hung it on your
Yeah.
door, dude. Like
had
you're
a
not very
note.
good detectives.
It had a note too.
And it had a note that said,
What did it say? Something
"Escape from the pig pen."
No, it said
take a trip.
Take a trip beyond the pig pen.
Take a trip beyond the pig pen,
Damn.
and they gave acid to the.
But I
cops,
thought, like,
man.
what if? Well, first of all, I don't think you should be on acid while policing. That'd be too crazy. But
You probably use your billy club less.
yeah,
Or more. I don't know.
I don't know. Every
Portland,
time I've ever
right now,
tripped, there's
it'd
been
be pretty
not
scary.
one violent thought like ever gone through my mind.
No.
Ever. Like you're not like angry.
Could you imagine if all the cops were on acid? Be so chill.
Yeah, they'd probably like to give you a ticket for like melting or something. They'd be like, you're in a non-melting zone. I don't know.
I think that's pretty ballsy.
I
though.
think-
whoever is out there doing that, putting
You know what's weird though? Like when I trip, I feel like
giving acid to the cops.
I feel like an immense amount of like compassion towards people.
Yeah.
I feel an immense amount of like just like connected to being a human. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
I feel like if maybe like everyone tripped and experienced that like once, like if you took a bunch of cops, made them like go take acid with like a bunch of black people, they probably wouldn't go beat them up the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not
in
the
that
next day.
community.
They get over it.
You think so? I don't know.
Yes, for sure. Not
Maybe-
that day.
Maybe I'm a hippie, but I feel like mushrooms and acid could just make everyone.
Tune in, turn on, and drop out.
That's
man.
it, baby. I don't know. But
I love the idea that some guys like I'm just gonna give all the pigs some
Also-
fucking acid. Like
did he get in trouble for that?
not
they're-
yet,
like they're
but
looking
the,
for
the
him, right?
cops are pissed.
Wow.
They're like, we are going to use all of our resources and expose this person and bring them to,
I love
to
how
the full extent of the law.
I love how Tim is such a hippie. Acid hasn't changed him at all.
Well, when I tell people that Tim's never done drugs,
I kind of have. Like, I feel like I have.
it blows their mind.
Yeah, it always,
You know?
dude, it blew my butt.
I'll be back with a weed report next week.
Yeah, they're like, not only does he look like a guy who's done drugs, he looks like a guy who gives people drugs without their knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like he seems like he's big into the whole scene.
I've never
You know,
taken
it's
them.
like-
Have I given them?
Yeah.
Sure. Here, drink this.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
don't do any drugs, but I do a lot of weird yoo-hoos. Drink this chocolate milk.
This you who's
Yeah.
bitter.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm just if you're in any
I
way,
don't
shape,
know.
or form for pedophilia, just delete me. Right.
Just delete me right
Just
now.
delete me right now. You seen that trend?
What?
Very
Or
People
people are like posting.
They're very bold now. People are very bravely
strong
standing
stance,
out against
an
pedophilia.
anti-pedophile stance.
Yeah.
Great, aren't we? Like, wow,
him
what
down.
a hero. I was on Sunset Boulevard yesterday. There was a group of 25 people with signs. Take down pedo wood. They're anti-pedophile
Pedo wood.
protesters. I'm like, yeah, I think we're all on board with that.
Nobody was counter-protesting that protest.
Or no counter. Like, we hate pedophiles. I'm like, yeah, we all hate.
Just a couple of weird
all
guys
hate
with
pedophiles.
mustaches. It's like, come
Yeah,
on.
so bizarre, dude.
I got to stand up for what's right. Yeah, we all do. What?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, who are you protesting against? 7 people?
well, apparently it's big in Hollywood. Apparently it's
underside.
all coming
The
out
underside.
now.
That shows how fucking unconnected we are. Like, we don't get.
I've never been diddled.
If you're only having sex with legal, willing
I
participants.
love how you thought there was like 7 pedophiles out there only. You're like, yeah, what's it, like
Glib.
7 of them?
Yeah. Sorry. This is not fun, but I'm just saying. I'm not for it either. No one's for it.
Yeah.
Some people are for
There's
it.
more than
few
7
people are
at the
for
Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking.
You want to round up the fucking pedophiles? Shut down the Oscar Awards.
Oh, boy.
Go to the Kodak Theater in February.
It's it's running rampant. You know,
It's a weird thing about fucking rich, powerful people.
Yeah, you know, it's like why when you get money,
No
and power,
homeless pedophiles.
like that's where it goes to. Yeah, like, well, there's some broke trailer people doing it too.
Yeah, I guess so.
But like, you know what?
I haven't done the research. I
And
don't know.
well, the conspiracy theories are, and I don't know how true they are, but like, it's like these big, like all these rich elite people have these big like cloak and dagger
That's what we want to say.
societies where they're like
Eyes
getting
wide
kids
shut
in,
shit.
and like
Yeah.
and like, I don't know if that's true or not. I hope not. I can only pray not. But yeah,
I
like,
don't-
why?
I don't
If it is,
even
like, why
know
would that?
anyone
But why would that be like what you wanted to do with your money? Like, just go sit on a boat.
I don't know. Dude,
Like,
come on, man. I just want to do some fucking mellow acid and not worry about that shit. You're
true.
harsh on my mellow, bro.
Yeah. Maybe it's fun. You know, maybe we should give it a shot.
Stupid.
That's your soundbite right there.
The views expressed by Matt Bellak do not reflect the views of Dope City Comedy and Dope City Comedy Tour. And
It's weird though. Every day I look at the news. There's like a new, just some other celebrity. You can't watch them anymore or listen to their stuff. How do you feel?
honestly,
about
I don't want to watch any celebrity anymore.
that? Yeah.
Anyway.
How do you feel about that? You feel
When's
like,
the next new good shit coming out?
do you feel like you can separate art and performer?
Yeah,
Like watch Woody Allen stuff, listen to Michael Jackson, things.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
You know.
I can.
think
I can
too.
also not enjoy someone just because I think they're a piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's people I think they're fucking shitty people. I just don't want any part of them.
Right. Name one.
You know.
Give me one name.
R. Kelly.
Sure.
I think he's a piece of shit. I don't want to support him.
How about but music wise, couple bangers. He's put out a few tunes
Yeah,
that
but
get you going.
I can.
But his
I'd be
music's not
fine
good
without
enough.
R. Kelly music in my
His
life.
music's not good enough
That's true.
to justify it. But like Michael Jackson, it doesn't matter.
It's hard to.
He's still gonna jam to Michael.
It's so weird that like one of the
Like Roman
greatest
Polanski,
musicians of all
what-
time is a guy we kind of have to not like. You know what I mean?
MJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fucking genius, but
Well, I mean, it's coming out, dude. But now it's everyone. You can't even like Ellen now. I thought she was like a saint or something.
how did Oprah escape all that? You don't think Oprah was hard to work for? She has to be, right?
I don't know. I think they're Ellen and Oprah. They give people a lot of stuff. They seem to do a lot of things for charity.
A lot of
Seem
giveaways.
like good people. Maybe it's all big, big smoking.
You get to that point though. There's a target on you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if Ellen didn't have her own show, she'd just be some fucking girl that was kind of annoying sometimes, or kind of mean to somebody once in a while.
Yeah. It is odd though. It seems like there's a lot more like just like we got to take people down.
Mm-hmm.
Like now more than ever, you know.
I hope people are keeping track. I was like, is there a list?
That's the thing. That's
Like-
Well, the great thing about that is when you get canceled now, it's temporary cancellation.
it's 2 weeks
There's
until
so
the next
many
person. Yeah.
people have been canceled at the start of COVID. By the time COVID's over, they're back out.
Have we tried canceling COVID?
No,
Tried accusing coronavirus?
COVID's a hoax.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
True.
It'll be fine.
It's not even real.
Yeah, it does have an arc. Not the COVID. I mean the cancellation.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like also like people are kind of seeing now too like allegations that have no levity or things that aren't like really like a big deal. Like,
Well, that's the other thing. Like the more stuff comes out, like the bar's being fucking raised. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
like-
be really shitty now.
Like, people don't-
people have been canceled for minor stuff. Like the next allegation, you gotta be a pretty fucking garbage person, and you gotta have fucking evidence and 400 people coming out saying you're a piece of shit.
I could name 400 people that think you're a piece of shit.
No, you can't name
Not
two.
400.
Not me.
I can name 2.
I'm a good dude. I'm easy. Open door
I can name
policy.
I can name at least 1 or 2.
No,
5,
no, I challenge you.
7.
I challenge that.
I feel like, all right, let's do this. What do the fans think? No, I'd probably win piece of shit over you.
For sure.
I'm not even like a piece of shit, though.
Dude. I'm a volunteer,
Volunteer
a
what?
father, a grandfather.
Volunteer
what have you done?
Wait, just because
You
you
serve fucking unlimited breadsticks.
just because you
Volunteered to do acid once. That was
Yeah, that was fun.
you haven't really done much to help
No,
people.
I'm a good person.
But you haven't. Well, who have you helped?
You?
Me.
Take me out of your life. Where are you?
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna claim you on my income tax.
Probably right here. Just a different guy sitting across. Probably have 12 less views on the YouTube page.
It's got to be kind of shitty to like go to sleep knowing you have to hide a fucking sordid past,
Yeah, that's why again.
especially
Dude,
now. Like,
but you know what it was, dude? Those
You're like,
those
what's
days,
gonna come out, man?
those days are over. The old like fucking like rock star persona.
Yeah.
It's over.
Where everything got forgotten.
And that's why I'm glad.
Like, I don't even know anything about this Callan shit, but I'm sure there's text messages or fucking Snapchats from 8 years ago where he said, "This." You see this in Florida? This guy.
What?
So this guy in Florida, yesterday or 2 days ago, got arrested for texting his friend that he wanted to kill Trump. And it's like nowadays, like how many people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill that fucking guy." You know, I'd say 1 million people
Not
a day
that-
probably are like, "We got to kill Trump. He's a piece of shit."
No one's texting that to people.
Well, this guy texted it to his friend. His friend called the cops. Fucking
Oh,
turned him in.
Shit. No.
I mean, he wasn't, and he was drunk. Like he was drunk. He's been out of work for 4 months. He's not going to D.C. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't know the details.
So what happened?
So the cops are. He's in jail right
They
now.
arrested him?
They locked him up for a text. He said, and he even said it kind of funny. He's not like I got to kill Trump. He's like I got to split his head open like a melon. Which I
Little
think is kinda funny.
details suck, but wow.
But
so
and his friend turned him in. The cops came knocking on his door, said, "Give us your phone."
you know what? He's probably a crazy guy. Cause like if
I don't think he's a crazy person.
but I'm
He
saying
was
like,
having a bad
if
episode.
CJ's like, hey, I'm gonna go kill the president, I wouldn't be so alarmed to like I gotta contact the cops.
Right? Yeah, I didn't
Like,
take that.
maybe
into
like his
account.
friends like
There might be something to this.
yeah, like Bob just said he's gonna fucking
yeah.
like maybe Bob's
Yeah, you should. I'm just saying, maybe check it out. They showed up. They questioned him.
I'll
Locked
be
him
honest though, if a guy would kill the president, it wouldn't surprise me that he is from Florida.
Up. Oh,
Oh.
100%.
The crazy motherfucker.
can't wait. Yeah,
100%.
that's the next Florida man headline. Florida man kills the
Florida man
president.
kills.
Yeah.
In part. Well, he comes there like every fucking
With
3
an
weeks.
alligator. Just
Yeah.
threw an alligator at him.
And then he went like I guess before he got arrested, he went like on Facebook and said, I got drunk last night and I said some things and yeah.
Wow. Even before the cops showed up.
At some point, he went like online.
That's a fucking shit. That's a shitty way to wake up after a night of like getting blackout drunk.
fucking Secret Service knocking at your door.
Yeah, you got a headache and like half a boner, and you're like, "What? What's going on?"
I was
It's
drunk.
fucking-
I don't
yeah.
know. I sent a text. Could you
Yeah.
imagine going to jail for a text that you sent? I mean, unless he was like legit, like loading up guns into his trunk.
Yeah,
I just think if we read everybody's text messages,
I feel like he's.
clearly you'd have 1,000
Nah,
people
I just feel
saying
like that guy's somebody. Because like if I texted you that, even if you turned it in, they'd be like, "We're not gonna.
no,
He's not doing shit."
psychedelic Bellak.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
He's having a bad trip.
Yeah. But this guy must have been someone where they're like,
There was something there.
"Uh-oh.
You think?
Uh-oh."
Yeah, there was enough.
Yeah.
He's facing 5 years. 5 years for an idle text threat.
But he didn't even do anything yet.
Well, you can't really play it. Even if it's Trump, like you can't play around with that. That's a weird thing, though.
Sure.
Like you can't even joke around stuff about the president.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you can't really joke about killing anyone.
Yeah, sure you can.
I think it's illegal.
Sure you can.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, you get in trouble, but it's not like
If I texted
the
you-
Secret Service is not knocking.
But if
on
I
your door.
texted you like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill CJ next Thursday," when we come to record, like, and you
I'd be
turned
like,
it
well,
in,
who's gonna produce the show?
right? Yeah, but like, I think I could probably.
That's
get,
all I would. Well, we got to call Ari and make sure they see if he can.
But I'd probably get in trouble for that, right?
I don't know.
Maybe they're like, why don't you two just fight it out?
I don't know. That girl texted her boyfriend. Remember the kid that was gonna kill himself, and the girl
dude.
texted him like, "Yeah, you should do it."
She didn't just text him, yeah, you should do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking
Just do it.
brutal,
It's pretty
dude.
bad.
She like coaches it. He keeps saying like, I don't think I can do this. She's like, just do
You
it.
can do it.
Just you can. It'll be over soon. Like,
Fucking girls.
you hear about this?
No.
This kid was suicidal.
You don't know about this?
He's in high school. He like wanted to kill himself, and then his girlfriend's like, you should do it. Then he's like, nah, I'm gonna back out. And she's like, no, you should do it. Like she kept like telling him to.
He'd been talking about it for like a couple months.
Yeah.
She's like, just do it. Just.
And she's
do
like,
it.
just fucking stop talking about it. Stop being a bitch and fucking do it.
Basically,
and then
she said that.
so
And he killed himself.
So he was like, so
Right.
the way he was gonna do it was he was gonna run a hose from his exhaust pipe into his truck and then turn it on.
Yeah.
And just fucking lean back and go to sleep, you know?
Jeez.
So he's like sitting in the truck. He's like, I don't know if I can do this. Like it's all set. He's like, can't start. He's like, I don't know if I should start the car. And she's like texting him like,
She's
just
like,
do
don't be a
it.
pussy.
I love you. You'll be fine. Just start it and it'll all be over soon. So he does it, and then they they arrested her and charged her for that.
Good.
He killed
She's a
himself.
Psychopath.
They
For
charge her with murder, dude.
I don't know if they charged her with murder,
Accessory to murder.
accessory, something like that. Dude, there's a documentary on I think Netflix about it. It's pretty fucked
Well,
up.
the thing is, when I heard, I was like, oh, that's just terrible. You know, they're charging her for texting her boyfriend, and then you reading like, ooh, God,
she's like a really
pretty
evil
brutal.
person. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want the fucking FBI to read every text I've ever sent, though. Although I don't think I've ever told anyone I'm going to kill somebody or to kill themselves.
I've recommended some people kill themselves. No, I've never. That's so fucking.
Couple of comedy club bookers. Couple of comics.
No, mostly just a bunch of
Some open micers.
open micers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you
Can you get me on the list? Go
kill yourself? Go
dude.
kill yourself. Yeah.
That's so funny when we go on tour. It's not to fucking shit on people, but people that I've never met in my life will request that they can open for us, and they'll send a tape, and it's like,
Tim tells me to go kill themselves.
I do.
And
It's like, just send it now.
yeah.
Just
Like, what
kill
are you
yourself.
doing?
Are you crazy?
The craziest thing is it's never even like a good comic. Like all the good comics know.
Well,
like
good
this
comics
is how
are
you do this.
self-respecting and think they suck. That's
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's a comic that's done it 3 times. and
Here's
it's
a
like,
video of
I can
me
open for you
in my
Like,
buddy's
oh.
basement, and it's just like,
Yeah, here's me in front of my mirror, dude.
oh my god. You know what we should do? Next time that happens,
It's always fun though. Like that's the thing about comedy. It doesn't have to be great. Like I love a little fucking craziness. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
I love
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit of like what the fuck is gonna happen.
That's
What
what's
just
great about
happened?
comedy is usually like the people you meet. There's not a lot of straight-laced normal cats in this game.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Like we had the kid from.
people are usually a little fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Even the
Like,
ones that on the
Oh.
front are straight laced.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they're crazy.
But what I'm saying is like
There's some
no.
some fucking
Yeah.
layers of peel
the
back.
straight-laced ones are the worst, the scary ones. I'm saying like, realistically speaking, in comedy, the three of us are relatively well-adjusted, normal people considering in the comedy world, and we're all pretty fucking like in the,
Very dark at night.
I'm just saying, but in the grand spectrum of like society, we're fucking losers. But like in comedy, we're pretty well-adjusted guys. Like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, those guys are normal. Like there's,
Yeah.
I know some fucking weirdos
Yeah.
who do comedy, and
It's such a hard industry though that most of the weirdos are
Man,
stuck in that open mic
they're
scene.
so fucking. But a lot of weirdos are fucking hilarious too.
Yeah.
Look at Eric Myers. My guy is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's a character.
He's a
Weird
character.
guy. Got his own issues. We all do. But like, that motherfucker's one of the funniest humans I've ever seen in my life with a microphone.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah.
He did a workshop mic in Dallas, like just came through
Oh, really?
and just fucking ripped.
He not this last time when you were with us, but the time before that, we did Fort Worth Hyenas.
Yeah,
was,
Texas.
He was in town.
Yeah.
And we put him on. We've bumped into him on the road a couple of times. We put him on the shows.
Which hyenas did he do?
That was
Oh, he did
Fort
the
Worth.
cool one.
Fort Worth.
Kill.
He did both, didn't he?
Just Fort Worth.
What was the other one we did that night?
Yeah, well, we did Dallas that night, but he didn't make it. We just did Fort Worth. It was a late show.
Fort Worth. Yeah.
But yeah, he rips, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
that-
crazy.
Yeah. We're the one
Yeah.
with the guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good egg.
Probably never texted anybody that he's gonna kill somebody. Maybe. He might.
All right, how about this? Let's play this game. Who's the one person in your life that they text you, "Hey, I'm killing the president"? You'd be like, "I gotta turn this over."
Do I have to turn him in?
Yeah,
I'm pretty ride or die, dude.
yeah, I know. But this is hypothetical. I'm saying
If it was Obama,
of anyone in your life, who'd be the most like, I believe him.
should I say this?
If
I know
someone-
exactly who it is, but I don't know if I'm gonna say this. We're on air,
I
bro.
guess you don't have to.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna do
It's
it?
one of my oldest friends.
I know exactly who it is. Yeah.
and he lives in Florida.
Yeah, I know exactly who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. If he texted me that
Yeah.
he was gonna kill the president, I'd be like, oh, he's gonna kill the president.
Yeah. For me, I think it'd be my buddy.
I'd probably have to.
I
do
think it'd be my
something.
friend.
I don't know if I'd call the cops immediately, but I'd maybe 5150 him or something. You know, like, hey, you might want to go. What's the that law, the red flag law? If you know someone's like losing it and they have a gun.
Baker Act?
No, it's called the red flag.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very controversial.
So if someone's going
law.
crazy, or you think they're going crazy, and they own a gun, you can red flag them.
You call the cops.
Tell me they come and take their gun away.
That's kind of the.
God,
the
that's
issue.
the America I want to live in, where they just round up guns.
It's a pretty, yeah, it's a pretty.
And I'll look at every camera and say it.
It's a pretty icy subject, you know, because it can like say I want to take you out, and I just like. I know you got a gun. I just call and say, hey, Matt's acting real erratic. You should go over there. And they go over there, they take your guns. And
That's the
now
worst.
I
Because
show
then
up.
they come and take your gun, and you're
Bang.
like, well, how am I going to protect myself when they come for me? And they're like, exactly, give me the gun. I'm just like, no, they're coming.
Now you get
Yeah,
it.
give us the gun.
I wanted to start. I remember the first time I did comedy in Texas. I had this idea in my head. I didn't do it, thank God. But I'm like, I'm going to get like a burlap sack.
Oh, is that San Antonio?
And I'm going to go up on stage and just walk up there with a burlap sack and be like, I'm here for them. Put all your guns in the bag. I'm here here to take your guns.
Doing jokes about guns in Texas is like doing jokes about
Just to
Jesus
fucking-
in
just to
Alabama.
rattle it.
Like it's just fucking steely stares, man.
Yeah.
I did some gun jokes in Texas, and it was just like it's hard, bro.
Yeah. I think like if you could somehow do like an abortion joke and a gun joke all into one in Texas. Like I'm giving abortions with guns.
You might get
and
shot.
then the gun has to get taken away or something like that. I think that's the
Like Fort Worth, you could maybe pull it off. San Antonio, Dallas, Plano, no, man.
No,
Austin.
Dallas maybe. Fort
Dallas.
Worth seems kind of like white red, like white conservative uppity.
Fort Worth's the worst one.
Yeah, Fort Worth
super
seems like
conservative.
they.
Yeah.
Super conservative.
Plano seemed a little kind of cowboyish. Dallas is where I feel like was the most liberal of those.
Austin, dude.
Well, I'm saying of the hyenas. Yeah, Austin obviously in Texas. San Antonio's kind of cowboy-like too.
San Antonio is way more cowboy than I
Yeah,
thought it was gonna be.
and I'm a cowboy, so I figure out, I blended right in. But
Forgetting Houston.
Houston was fatter than I thought. Houston also.
Houston's like the fattest city in the country.
Fucking, you
It's
know
weird
what?
that you noticed that.
I didn't like Houston that much. I wanted to like H-Town. Don't hate it, but it wasn't like one of my favorite cities we've been to.
You ripped it though.
Yeah, we had a good time. Well, I think
This guy killed it in Houston.
that's what we do. Slim, you got anything else, man?
I think I'll try some new drugs this week.
Yeah, let's put some
I'm
drugs
gonna
in your
take some
butt.
baby aspirin.
Yeah.
Some Flintstones vitamins.
How about this? Any drug we can fit in your butt, you let me.
That's how. Yeah.
As long as you can go in there
Not
through
really
a straw.
my thing, but
something.
I'd rather shoot up.
That's what they call shooting up.
Okay.
Right into the butthole. We'll let that last part out, and
Kids, like I said,
we'll
don't
never.
do
I don't
drugs
know.
unless they're free.
Yeah.
And make you
Don't
see
do drugs
snakes.
unless you're on a mountain. Really, is the moral of this episode, right?
I mean, if you are on a mountain and you have access to psychedelic drugs, why would you, at this point,
Take them.
fucking just do it?
Take them. The world's gonna be
Just
over
do
soon
it.
anyway.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Don't make it a big thing. Moderation.
Stay dope. Take drugs. That should be the new slogan.
Say yes once in a while.
Just say yes.
Just say yes.
Just say yes. That's Tim's
All right.
pro-rape slogan and anti-rape.
That's
That's
Look,
how you
if you're for rape, unfriend me right now. Unfriend me. Block me right now from all media.
just yeah.
You're gonna lose a lot of comic friends.
Yeah.
That's true. I need my followers. You know what? Just yeah.
No. You got to put a line in the sand somewhere.
Yes.
And I think we're gonna do it with rapists.
If you're for raping children,
If you're for raping children, delete me now.
unfriend me now.
And I'll stand. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah.
I'll stand by that. And
I won't stand on the corner like the 25 people I saw the other day.
it's getting
but-
a little.
What'd you do today? I protested pedophilia. What a hero. And they were wearing masks.
Do you think that's better or worse than just sitting at home doing nothing? Then?
It's the same.
It's the same.
it's
right?
the- come
exact
on.
same.
I don't know. Maybe
It is funny though. Like no one's like driving.
It's
down the road.
better than not, but
Yeah.
really,
Who's
can we
seeing
need a
that
march?
sign and they're like, wait a minute, that's right.
That's
This is bad stuff. This is serious.
We gotta straighten
This
up.
is no laughing matter
As a
anymore.
nation, we got to straighten up.
Yeah. We've been laughing at this for too long.
I'm not laughing at it.
I'm not anymore.
No,
I used to think pedophilia was hilarious.
never.
But now that I know it's serious, All right. We gotta end this episode. I gotta stop talking into this microphone. So
On a clap.
and
Okay.